and we want languages to evolve, while the other ones keep it to its every grain.
Okay, that's
The duality that
the
exists.
dualities.
God was a funny person.
Now, I'm one of your hosts, Del Najero. I'm my other host here, the Nerd Z.
Zakia, aka
Shout out to James. He's not here at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
He is in. Is Vancouver's weather all right now? It's winter season. It's probably rainy.
Probably raining.
But shout out to James. He's on expedition right now.
Right.
I wonder. I need to visit anywhere really, but Vancouver. I've been hearing pretty good reviews about it. Like nothing too
crazy
about it. Yeah.
What do you mean, like in the sense of population, crime, jurisdiction, housing? Like, what?
The first thing I heard from Vancouver is the housing is like
going down.
This is from this is like from 2016. But they passed like a policy to like fix the damage of it, right? So I think they're still in the process. But in terms of nightlife, it's not bad. What I heard. Spring and summer is very good. Except it's kind of climate change right now, so
could be a little rainy.
It could be a little rainy or snow, and then melt, rain, snow, heat.
Got you.
Okay. I'm not gonna segue too fast, but it's like and you're close to LA, which I don't know.
That right
why would
across
that
the
be
border?
a benefit? It's like going.
I mean, that's kind of good because then you get to go where all the media stuff is. You probably are pretty more relevant than us over here.
It's like saying like
We got New York. I love New York, but
you love New York, but you took a heavy side.
I mean,
shout out to our New York listeners. I don't know what's about to come out her mouth. I don't know.
No, I love New York.
Okay.
But I feel like
Manhattan, Queens,
right? Brooklyn,
Long Island,
Bronx.
Brooklyn, Bronx.
I love y'all.
Do you recognize upstate New York? Some people in the five boroughs, they don't. They think it's some next type of like.
I mean, when you travel there, it is kind of like another place.
Like Newborough, Albany, Schenectady.
Yeah.
They
are like
Buffalo, Rochester.
Place.
Buffalo, like anytime I pass there, it's.
Isn't Jersey a part of it too?
Now Jersey is.
Or is it its own?
Jersey is very close. Like it's kissing hold on, it must be kissing Manhattan. No. Hold on.
Because before you get into Manhattan, you have to go through Jersey.
Right. What's also interesting is like a couple miles like south west is Philadelphia. So some people. I would never like live in Philly and then go to New York to like for work. That sounds a little nuts to me, but some people do that though.
No, I love New York. I just think that New York needs to come and support us a little bit more. That's how I feel.
Okay, that's interesting.
When we have things come up to us. Come up where the igloo's at.
Come up where the igloo's at? Okay. I thought it was like. I mean, they support Carabana.
Yeah, but they need to support us more.
Besides,
that was very aggressive. I just think.
Besides,
not just when we have a parade. Like, come up more. Like, come see what we have. We got some. Our nightlife is actually, honestly, our nightlife is sick. Hands down. Our nightlife is actually proper.
For those who are watching, leave a comment down below. Is our nightlife still in 2023? Okay, let's say the latest 2022 to now.
It's proper.
Is it like top 25 in the city, in world class cities on earth? Because I hear Toronto's nightlife. I mean,
but who's going and where are they going? That's the thing. That's the biggest part. There's a vibe for everybody. That's the thing about Toronto. There is a vibe for everyone.
That's true. Okay.
Whether you want a dive, a low key, playing pool, to high class, up in the top towers, seeing over a balcony, you got it for everybody here.
Right.
So it depends on your vibe. And I think that if you understand the type of vibe that you're trying to achieve, you can definitely find it here. I feel like in New York, or like, I haven't been to LA, so I don't know LA yet. But I feel like LA, from what I see, just seems to be the same. Like, you're usually just going to somebody's house.
Like a housewarming, house gathering,
Yeah.
house party.
And they, like, have the music really turned up high. I feel like how it is like Brampton in the undeveloped areas. Or like Orangeville. So, like, the houses are pretty far apart.
Because you are, so...
nicely well.
So if you're, like, in LA, it would be at, like either at a club, house party, and just, like, whatever event they book with the city, right? But in the LA County, the county part, I'm gonna call it a suburb, don't quote me, but I'm using it as, like, an analogy of Brampton, or, like, Mississauga, or... like Ajax, like the counties in LA are more for like the prestige, like
Yeah. So it just depends. We give you everybody. From and the cultures too. We give you that.
New York has a good.
If you want the yachties.
Technically it's Caribbean so the thing with New York, like it's we started in the Caribbean, right? You had a choice. You had to go either Florida, because it's kind of right there. So you're like, okay, I want a better life for me, and then, or a better life for my family. So, okay, when I graduate high school back home, here are my choices. I'm either going to Florida, because it's right there, New York, Toronto, Montreal. I should say Toronto GTA, and then Montreal, and then UK. And I was literally the choice. So obviously digging through like my family history a little bit, I didn't know my dad did school in UK, but it makes sense because there's a big Caribbean culture there, right? Those areas I mentioned. So because we're in the culture of Caribbean, it's like you go to New York, you're probably gonna learn more about, I guess, the foundational African Americans, and the white people that were there for like a while. Because Italians, we have Italians here, we have Portuguese here, we have Chinese here, we have Indian here. Like it's literally like the same, right?
It's whoever wrote the books, yeah.
So
whoever wrote the books, yeah.
What?
I mean, I think I'm allowed to do a British accent, English accent, especially since, we happen to be of the Queen. We're one of the Queen's kids, so.
This country is, I mean, yeah.
Right? I mean, colonized by the Brits, so.
It's part of.
I think I'm allowed.
Now, for those who've seen the last episode we were discussing John Tory's budget and how it was spent and everything, right? The follow-up
to find out.
Yeah, find out. Go on the YouTube channel, and you'll see it in the latest episode uploaded there. But the following event that happened after that pod episode, it was like, it was like Friday. It went so fast on a Friday.
Facts. It was just, no, honestly, like, the actual airing of it, and it was him. Hey, thanks for everyone for coming out today.
Right. Right.
And the man had no hesitation to let it out.
Out the way.
I was like, why? Like, who asked you?
Like, because first, so I was saying in the group chat, like I was reading the, no, I was on the internet browsing, doing something, and it just broke. Like, oh, John Tory resigns. I was like, what?
See, but that's.
I was like, wait, what happened?
That was so like.
I was like, wait, what? What happened?
Like, okay, the fact is, like, it was just announced like that. He just resigns. You know, like, it was so abrupt. Like, and when I mean, like, abrupt, like, when I mean, I think even the media couldn't even catch themselves to be like, oh, there's some elaborate story. Like, no, they were just like, he just resigned. Like,
and I was just like, well, so I'm going, okay. We'll share perspective of where we were during this. So I'm going, how come he got... So I'm browsing the internet more. Oh, allegations that he and a staffer were in a consensual... they made sure to say that word, too, in a consensual...
Because you know us Canadians.
in a consensual relationship, right? And it was during the... it was during the pandemic, so very early 2020, like we're talking January. Mm-hmm. And it broke off this year. They said it broke off like this year. Almost 3 years?
Almost 3 years.
Man.
On and off. And it was...
On and off.
Honestly, it was somebody who had a picture of him during that time, during the pandemic. He had long hair.
That
was like...
Remember, guys, he was growing it out. Like, he was doing...
the man could do this, okay? He could shake his hair back and forth and it was touching his back, all right?
You're saying... So you're saying...
wind can blow it. He was giving you Beyonce wind right there.
Just a quick sidebar. For a woman's perspective, dear women. Mm-hmm. Do men with ponytails never lose?
Honestly,
I'm talking like
never lose. It depends.
Not 100% never, but I'm like there's a very high chance they're not gonna lose ever.
It depends.
Like the ponytail mafia. Like I don't know, man. They just
some guys when they have hair, it just enhances their face like so much. Like it just gives you that like who is that guy who's like known in all like the romance fictions and he's on the cover.
But he's on the... Oh, I don't even know that.
I don't even know the character's name, but he's like known as this fictional character that's like dark-haired, busty, always wear this white shirt, and all in those Harlequin romance novels. It gives a little essence of that. That's what it is.
Okay.
Right?
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
But it doesn't fit everybody. Because sometimes you can see that the hairline is receding a little bit. And the hair just seems like it's like doing a little too much. Okay. Some people look better with a low cut. It's just what it is for their face, right? And sometimes it's like when the man bun started coming in, or like the shaved, faded sides with the bun. It's like, ooh, some people carry it very well. Like if you're like of Indian descent, it looks really good.
Okay.
Love it on it. Like an Indian guy can do that really well. They can do a ponytail, no problem. Buns.
So Tory, so Tory grew it long enough during the pandemic. Like in public, he probably didn't show it like, he probably just showed it like regular. But behind the scenes, he probably put it in a bun.
The best way for me to describe. I gotta find him.
You're saying John Tory's ponytail during the pandemic.
Hold on.
Is what got that staffer.
I guess, but he was giving.
When we do research on the show, just for in case I was wondering.
Who is this man?
That's crazy.
It was definitely giving severe Snape. That's what it was giving.
Oh, Snape.
He was giving Snape.
Snape. I don't know.
That's what the hair was giving. So if y'all know what Harry Potter is, and the House of Slytherin, and the teacher, Snape, that was what he was giving.
So J. Tory had the Snape, and that somehow attracted a 31-year-old woman.
I guess. I guess.
Wow.
It was
the Snape. Wait, I gotta hold on. I'm gonna give you guys a visual when you.
Because there's one part where the hair was so long it grew out. I can't remember which movie it was. I think it was the 6th or the 7th, before the Half Prince, or during the Half Prince.
Right.
One of those ones. His hair was so long, black and long, with a little bit of gray shining in there every now and then. And when it was giving the wind, it was definitely that. That was John Tory right there.
That's...
I was like, oof. All right.
Hold on.
Some people like Snape. Some people think he's very sexy. They think he's very attractive. So I could see it. I could see it.
So
It just wasn't for me though.
so because he had one of these, yeah. So for those,
But it was a little poofy.
I'll give you guys a
little
visual.
poofy. Yeah, his was poofy, but Snape, it was given that.
That is wow.
Yeah.
Just giving John a little Snape, and then that's it. That's
He catching the young girls.
catching the.
Clearly.
But now the theory's flying out since Friday up to now. Some say he got ahead of it because there's more stuff coming out.
Probably. And it's probably the reason why he did what he did. Because honestly, when I tell you guys, the way that I wish, if you were watching, like, you guys actually have to look it up. John Tory resigning.
Right.
And when you see the clip, he is welcoming everybody for attending. And then goes as far as being like, so I've been cheating. Like that was it. There was no hesitation. Not even like, oh, I'm bringing you guys here for this and that under the reasons and and blah, blah, blah. The reason for my resignation.
Off the rip, he's just like, yeah, so I just want to cut this short.
Yeah.
How I got to time how long that.
It wasn't long. It was probably 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Like a good 2 minutes, just like, hey, everybody, thanks for coming.
Not 2 minutes. 2 seconds. I said, hey, thanks for coming, guys. The reason for why you're here is because I cheated. Like, it was like that. It was like that. What happened? I've been having an affair with a young woman who's been... Like, it was just... Whoa. Like, I don't even think everyone shuffled into their seats yet.
That's so yeah. So
The cameraman said, wait, head left, wait, what?
Wait, what?
And it was just like that. Like, so abrupt, so intense. And this is why I'm saying, like, I think the media couldn't even catch themselves. Because they're just like...
Huh? What?
Like, camera 6, are you even on? Like, did you hear?
Yo.
What happened?
Yo.
Because I don't think there's any other view or, like, camera angle.
Right.
While he's saying it.
It was like the one...
it's just the one camera.
It was the one...
Front and forward. That was it. That was it.
Yeah, guys, so I've been getting some...
That was it. I've had a whole affair for the past how many years, and we just recently ended it. Like, my thing was just like, why did you have to tell us your dirty, like, laundry? That was my thing.
Now, theory number 2, I'm going to put out there, is blackmail.
So that was another thing. So blackmail. But then on top of it, it also makes me think of that basketball player. Not basketball player. Was it basketball player? Who was the one that Nia Long was with?
Oh, the head basketball coach.
Yes.
Iman Udoko, yeah.
Yes. So it kind of gives this too. It's like...
Well...
But the only difference is that the backstand did not out him. He's outing himself.
He's outing himself, yeah. So
why do we have to know this?
The Twitter that day was wild too, because someone was like, what if the staffer was a dude? And people were going, hey, oh.
Whoa. Woo. How do we feel about that?
That would be an interesting...
That would have gotten the whole, like... That would have turned it up.
No, that would...
Way up. Way up. What? Oh my gosh. That man ever said, hey... He's basically doing Sam Smith right now, Unholy. The lyrics.
Oh, that's wow. That's
what that is.
That is...
But even then, so it's still. Whoa. Whoa.
Yo, there must be a universe out there where that happened. Like, instead of like the woman this time, it was like, no, a dude came up like, yeah.
In the metaverse.
In the metaverse, like, that is, I don't know. Now prediction. I don't know. For the rest of the week, I feel. You know what? Even with New York again, Andrew Cuomo, the governor. Usually, it's not one person. Sometimes it's kind of
more than one person.
Which I think that's my prediction for. I think more
pieces of information are gonna come out.
Yeah, because just the one and done. Like, just the one. Yeah. It's like
that's what I mean. Like, okay, so if it's blackmail, so there's possibility that it's blackmail.
Right.
Right now, this is just a guilty conscience that's coming to light. Woo. What else? Maybe the wife is trying to divorce him. That could also be a reason.
That could be, yeah.
Somebody who is also in politics, they goes back to the blackmailing, but it's like they're like, oh, I know your dirty secret, give up your seat so I can be the next person in line,
Right.
blah blah blah.
Because right now they call it,
Who would be the person to be the mayor anyways next?
it's
Who's the runner up?
wait, current, I gotta do some current Toronto mayor. It's stand-in,
because there's somebody who's gonna be there to take it over for the time being.
it's her, what's her name? It's a Mick something. McLevin? What is it? Jennifer McKelvey. Jennifer McKelvey.
So it's a woman mayor.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're not sure right now if they're going to call an election or just be like, yeah, Jennifer, you take this now.
And it's from Scarborough?
And from Scarborough, yeah. Interesting, eh? Another theory. Another theory.
Yeah.
Allegations is alleged.
Yes.
What if Jennifer herself was like, yeah. They say the dirtiest game
It's politics.
on earth is politics.
So true.
She could have been like, oh, you were hooking with Tory? Okay, you know what? Just tell me the defense of what happened, okay? And just...
Right? She's just like, I know everything.
Allegedly. We're speculating. We don't know.
What you did last summer.
Right?
Yo.
That would be wild.
Hey, yo. There's just so many things that are happening. Like, and the thing is, what's crazy, I guess because we live in Toronto, it's kind of like, oh, our mayor is kind of like this. Woo. Like,
I don't think we had a mayor that wasn't in the spotlight.
like that, yeah. And maybe the fact that he is, and the fact that he is so, like, plain, that, like, this little controversy is like, oh my gosh, we're now keeping up.
Like,
Like
said, like, for those that are, like, watching, like, in the States and everything, I mean, we had a whole crackhead mayor. Like, some people in the States that watch from the States had crackhead mayors. I don't know why.
that hurts me so much. I'm just going
crack
to say,
cocaine user, yes.
yes, a person who uses some substances.
Rob Ford, rest in
Yes.
rest in peace, I'll say.
But a lot of people said that he was one of the most relatable mayors.
Well, they say he was the most relatable, yeah. But like his antics got like the world watching Toronto. Like, yo,
Yes.
like, what do you guys?
And that's kind of like the reason why I feel like maybe this is what the whole controversy is for. It's like, oh, let's see how we can shake up the floor a little so Toronto can be back on the map again. I want to be on the map for the right reasons, not the wrong ones, please and thank you. Gosh.
Like a quick like swivel, like. Actually, no, that doesn't relate to it. No, I kind of relate to it because it's unrelatable. But nah, it's like I don't know. Even before, I don't know, it's like every mayor we had was just like was on some next type of timing. Like Mayor Lastman. I think Mike Harris was a mayor at one point. That guy's a whole another infamous dude. Then you had Rob Ford, and now John Tory, right?
Who's been there for a bit.
Been there for a bit, yeah. What? No. Oh, another theory. What if, because he was passing all these things, someone just said, you know what? You're upping my property tax. You're upping my vacant. Hold on, wait. First, you give yourself powers. Then, you up the property tax. Then you send letters in the mail that, like, I think everyone in Toronto got about vacant property tax. Remember, there's a property tax raising because of the recession we're in, and there's a vacant property tax. Failure to, what was it on the note? Failure to
Claim it or something?
claim your house or the unit you have. Minimum $250 to $10,000 fine. So while that's happening, you heard that right. Minimum $250 to $10,000 fine.
So this could be like an Airbnb property, and because no one's occupying it,
because they're saying like, hey, like there's no.
You can get an additional fine of up to $10,000.
Up to $10,000, yeah.
Oh, baby.
So while that's happening, our last episode was the issue with or concerns we were sharing with the $50 million budget increase
with the cops
for the police. So I don't know, the theory, it could be someone who's just like, you know what, enough of this.
He should have saved himself.
Just gonna. Enough of this. It's just gonna slip that in and get you up out of here. Like, what are you doing? I wish I could claim the joke, but it was on Twitter. Someone made a joke that it's a bad time for the Tories right now. It's a bad time right now for John Tory, and it's a bad time for Tory Lanez.
That's like the Browns.
It's a bad time. It's like the bad time for Tory Spelling.
Dang.
It's, I don't know. Shout out to the person on Twitter who made that joke. That's a genius joke. You should be writing for a comedy show.
That was good. Yeah, yo.
I don't know, man.
Well, talking about comedy.
Okay.
The next thing that's close to comedy, which is not a comedy right now, are the balloons.
Okay.
The balloons that are in the sky. Wasn't there a movie about balloons?
It was a Pixar movie, Up, no?
Yeah.
That's not the one? Okay.
There's that one. But wasn't there like a thriller with balloons? Aside from it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see if there's a thriller balloon movie.
There must be. But if some of you guys don't know, there seemed to be a flurry or a cluster of balloons that have been entering the airways.
So it came out.
See, balloon. It's called
Balloon. The title as a thriller drama came out in 2018. Surprisingly, has decent scores. That's
interesting. See, now we gotta watch it because the next you know there is some relevance. Anyway.
Oh shoot! You know
what?
You know. But
as we already know about COVID, COVID had a movie too.
COVID did have a movie too.
Exactly, and then there was some relevance. That
is wild.
COVID
had a movie actually.
Maybe so.
That's crazy.
It was before us and our existence, guys. But yeah, so there have been a few balloons that have been within our airways or airspace, and they have currently surveyed Canada, U.S., and then there was a third one that popped up in China.
Yeah, so
South region of China, I believe.
China. Hold on.
So the claims originally was when these balloons came and entered into the Canadian and American airspace was that they were balloons sent from China.
Right, yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was one in China. So who sent it? So
because the one from this morning, Global Times is the Twitter account. So local maritime authorities in East China's Shandong province announced on Sunday that they had spotted an unidentified flying object in the waters near the coastal city of Rizal. I think it's Rizal, in the province, and we're preparing to shoot it down, reminding fishermen to be safe via messages, that was from 6 a.m. this morning. But as we speak right now, it's been down. They're probably like recovering pieces of it and stuff like that. Then there was one, I think around yesterday, that flew over Montana again, and they shot that down. Like I don't know.
And who knows? Maybe this is the blowback of all the balloons that have been let go into the atmosphere.
I guess
they survived.
They somehow.
And they're back. And they say, pop.
And they just. Yo, I don't know. But the one theory that people are gravitating towards, that people are excited about, they're saying in capital letters, aliens! They're saying, yo, they're coming here. Extraterrestrial.
creatures
They're out here dropping the drones with the cameras on them
to see us, eh?
to see what's happening.
What is this civilization doing?
Like, this is, I don't know.
I think you should not be happy until you have some hoverboards and some crafts. Okay? All right.
We should have been have hoverboards.
That's it.
Since like,
you get happy when we have it.
Since 2010, y'all.
When you have your pilot license to drive your hover ride, then we can say, "Oh, accepting."
I'll take a hoverboard in Toyota, Honda. I'll use an Acura one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a good, like, you know. So.
Because what happens if they come and then they come as a fleet, right?
I mean, it kind of seems that way.
What are you gonna do?
Kind of seems that way.
Drive?
Like,
I'm sorry. The planes? Where? No.
So hold on. So the second one. So first of all, so just to put it in chronological order. I mean, I may get some details wrong. So first of all, there were 3 in the Trump administration that they released this year. Why would you do that? Keep that in mind. So then, the one we discussed flew over, Canada, and then made its way to Montana. People were looking at the sky, they're going like, "What is that?" And people were preparing the guns to shoot it down. Please don't do that, people. Now, there was a third one again over Canada, and then now, I think the third one in Canada, which kind of crossed over to the States. So Justin's like, "Hey, shoot that down."
Yeah, he ordered to shoot that.
He ordered
the third one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the fourth one now happened in Montana.
Oh, okay.
Near Lake Michigan. And then now this one, the one I recently was in the east coast of China. So
who's sending these balloons?
Who's like, yo, like,
right?
What's going on there?
And of course, like, I made a little kiki in the chat where I said maybe, just maybe, it's Google.
So now play with the theory. Why
Google?
So why would Google send balloons in the sky? Okay.
For Google Maps, of course.
Just simple like that. Just
Google Maps. I mean, it's the same. We see those cars that drive around.
I mean, they got satellites though.
They do.
But this balloon thing, I don't know. It's.
I mean, to save the energy, we can't be polluting with cars. What other ways can we use a balloon? It still travels too. It's like a droid. But droids are not accepted in certain areas. So it will be detected if you use a droid. Balloons, not so much. Because they also have reflectives on them.
Some of them do.
Right?
I don't know. I don't know. I think I theory I play with. I think it's open to spy on other countries now. I think that's a very like. Before there'd be hush hush about it, but now it's like it's kind of.
But what an interesting tool to use, a balloon.
A balloon, yeah. Because if you use a plane, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we detect that." Like it's set up to where like anything fast moving, they'll see it right away. But if it's just a goofy balloon, you're just like, "Oh, it's
a balloon.
It's Google." It's Google.
Oh my gosh.
Until you realize, like, wait a minute. It went over country to country and
it continued to stay okay.
Right.
Turbulence and all. That's a very indestructible piece of material there. That's how I look at it.
What's interesting though, people blamed China first, which was the Sunday episode, and it just in 1 week time it's now aliens now. People just immediately went to aliens. People are showing Independence Day clips,
right?
Mars attacks clips.
Oh, gosh.
War of the Worlds. That was trending on Twitter a little bit.
That's actually interesting to know that other countries could not actually make it. It seems like they wouldn't be on the list.
Oh.
What does that say? There's only certain countries that seem to be trigger happy or spy happy. What are the other?
Yo, for all we know, it could be someone in like in a small country, just
yeah,
like they have the knowledge to just build it and just like, hey,
that's what it is. Yeah,
see what happens.
Right?
I don't know, man.
Who knows? This is giving a scene out of Wakanda.
A scene out of Wakanda.
Yes, it is.
I said Wakanda. Wakanda.
Wakanda.
You took it the first one or the second one?
Second.
The second one.
Mm-hmm. When they were like, oh, the vibranium, and they're like, oh, this group of people, what are they doing? They're just coming out of nowhere. They must be in partnership with Wakandians.
Right. Oh, right. Okay.
And the states were like, oh my gosh, threats on us. But really, who knows?
That's
that balloon in the sky was something.
That was now, just as an exit, have you heard about the trail derailment in Ohio? So like something like 54 cars on a trail or on the train track just went.
Whoa!
So
why? Did the train collide into it?
No, I don't know if it was a failure, like a miscalculation to stop. Because I think what people don't know about like trains in general, you need like great engineers to be like, okay, we need to like, okay, we're stopping. We got to stop at this calculation, and we got to be like 100% accurate, right? Mm-hmm. But something must have happened where like,
the train kept going.
Yeah, and it crashed in between the border of, I think Ohio and Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Now
into vehicles.
I think it's just all over. Like, I'll put the image for those that are watching. So, right now, because each cart can contain, like goods, it can contain oil, it can contain chemicals. Mm-hmm. Obviously, bam, 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 50 cars are mush up. Mm-hmm. So what's happening now is there's big explosions. Like there's a fire as we speak right now, and they had to be like, I think there's a town called East Palestine, interesting name, and they're like, yo, you guys have to evacuate because the fumes from this chemical, whatever is in this train, if you breathe it in, you're pretty much dead. And they gave them a map of like the red zone. Like if you're in the red zone, you're pretty much gone. We're not catching you until like, we're not collecting you until like this thing is out. And they have like the orange zone. I guess that's the safer zone. Mm-hmm. But no one's really talking about it. They kind of mention it, but they're not like talking about it, right?
I mean, what are they gonna say? Like, well, first there's a lot to talk about for that one. Like why didn't it stop?
That's a crazy like. I'll show you guys
why
in
didn't
the
it stop?
clip.
What were the controls and what was the control center doing? Then they may be having to try and prove negligence on whose part. Was it the driver? Was it the conductor? Was it the headquarters?
Right.
Who set up the train? Because why would all those things, especially if you have chemicals on there, where was it placed in the track? Was it last? Was it close to the flammable stuff?
That's
like, what are the safety precautions for these things? Were they even engaged? Was it a faultiness on the train itself? So now that comes back to like looking and reviewing. Like, there's so many things. Like, I think to wrap their mind around such an unfortunate event, it's like, where do we go from here?
The thing is with them leaving town too, like, you can't. I don't know if they said radioactive. I didn't see anything that said radioactive, but you can't eat anything there anymore. Like once I hit your water, that's it, right? So, I don't know. That
sucks.
That is crazy. That is crazy. That was like the craziest news. Besides the balloons, that's just like, yo, like what's happening right now?
Yeah.
It's just February. It's just February, like.
But and as you say that, shout out to all who are celebrating Black History Month this month, because
it's like So it's not like I know people are celebrating it, but it's like
Seems very hush hush.
it's yeah.
Seems very hush hush.
Yeah. For those, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen the.
This is the first year it feels more hush hush.
Yeah,
Like there's not really.
Where's the black? Where's the red? Where's the green?
No one's really like.
Where the drums? Where the music at?
Okay. Where the, where the music at? No, but I noticed that. I thought I was the only one. I was like, nah, it's noticeably quiet
Very quiet.
this year.
But again, maybe it's where we are at, right? Like maybe there's not enough push for it. Maybe it's because black people have not been collective these days in order for things like this to be pushed. Yeah. I mean, we are the generation that would continue to perpetuate these things, right? Mm-hmm. And if there's not enough of us who actually know and understand our history and gone through some of the inconveniences or some of the injustices that our foreparents have gone through, and if we are not actually advocating for some of the things to ensure change does happen or to continue to evolve what has happened and further the change, it's not really going to be pushed, right? So, yeah, it's been quiet.
It's very, yeah.
It's been quiet. I just kind of look at it as every day is Black History Day still.
Yeah, I think that's a better.
Yeah.
That's the better outcome.
I love the fact that we have a month. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that we celebrate. We do all this stuff to be like, okay. But I don't think it's right that we should cram 1 month of our excellence or achievements and stuff like that only into 1 month. And then we forget it like it's a holiday. It should be every day.
It should be, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I definitely still think that Black History Month should still be there.
Right.
To be like the extra emphasis. But it should still be a continuous thing.
It should be
all
a
year
daily.
round. Yeah.
Should be doing it every day.
Right?
It's the same thing. I won't say the same thing, but like, it's similar to like Valentine's Day. Like, like if we didn't do a pod on that Sunday, I would have like forgot about it. Right? Because it's not really. I don't know. This I don't know. 2023, guys. Let us know in the comments. This year feel more off to you than 2020. Like it's like no one's like, in terms of tradition, it's like no one's really celebrating traditions. Like Black History Month is like just Valentine's Day. With a Groundhog Day, they just did it, and it was confusing because I thought.
Did it see shadow?
So apparently, some parts saw. See, this climate change is real. Some parts saw the shadow, some didn't. So people were like, what that mean? what that mean?
What does that mean?
Oh, no, this week is like double digits, and it's February.
This is true.
This is, I don't know, man.
This is true. But yeah, I mean, like, definitely share your comments about how this year is feeling. How do you feel like the space of 2023 is going on? What have you noticed that is different, whether it's for yourself or just your surroundings and your environment? What things are affecting you? How is everything affecting you? And yeah, what was it? I kept hearing that like we're in a season of Aquarius or something. Or
the age of Aquarius.
Yeah, like, and it's like, oh, how everything's gonna feel like a little awkward. So if you're somebody who believes in zodiac signs and or astrology,
everything getting exposed,
right? That's
the one thing.
Have you noticed anything during this season? List it below in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to say to wrap up. Plugs.
Oh yeah, you can definitely find me at the Nerd Z on Instagram and across all social media, and definitely follow my photography page ZZZ.studioto ZZZ.studioto on Instagram, and send me a DM if you would like to take pictures. So
Del Giro, Twitter, Instagram, DELNIJIRO. Support. What else? I think James is J Hunterville. J.HUNTERVILLE. LLE. And on Twitch is Lou Pistols, which is LOP. Wait.
LU.
LU? No, hold on. LUPSTOLS.
Yes.
I got it.
Yeah.
Don't put me in a spelling bee. But he'll be on Twitch as well. So give your support. Say hello.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, my predictions for this week. There's gonna be more.
Coming out about Tory.
There's gonna be more towards. There's gonna
Just
be
about Tories.
I think there's gonna be even more balloons shot down. There's gonna be so much balloons shot down this week that people are gonna be like, really like, what? Okay,
What's happening?
like we're gonna stop this. You could be on a public bus and be like, we're gonna stop this bus right now. What's happening right now? Not like, imagine you're on a public bus and you're like window seat, right? You just happen. And you're just like, what is that? And it's so like. It so captivates your eye that even the bus driver stops. Traffic stops.
It's the cinematics for me. I'm just seeing the light coming in, the bus driver stops, and then it's just...
Guys, imagine Independence Day for real. Like, it's coming in, people are just looking like,
I'm not here for this. Oh.
Like, what's happening? Like, I don't get it.
I'm not ready. Anyways. Well... You guys are here for the Vent Podcast, so definitely check us out on YouTube, on Spotify, on all streaming platforms that have everything to do with podcasts. And if you want to send us a vent, suggestions, questions, even just concerns, definitely send us an email at askthevent@gmail.com.
Also, what's the term they use? Is it stitch for TikTok? You stitch the TikTok as well for your events. Definitely do that.
Yes.
But other than that, good night. Be kind. It's all about being nice. What I hear is it's better to use honey than vinegar.
Yes.
So even though sometimes people use vinegar, but this is the vent, and we're out. Peace.
Wash your hands.